What is up, guys, and welcome back to the first beauty video that I have done in months. I hope you guys are doing really well. If you've been watching my channel, you've seen that I've been doing vlogs a lot more lately, and I want to apologize for lack of beauty content on this channel. I love doing beauty content and I've missed it so much. I'm gonna do an everyday makeup look for you guys today. I've been asked a lot to do that in the past because I kind of have like very minimal natural makeup on camera in vlogs and stuff, and a lot of you guys have asked, can you please do a tutorial on what makeup you're wearing, and it's really basic, really simple. Anyway, I was just filming there and filled in my whole brow and it didn't record. It's the story of my life. Great, this is off to a wonderful start. I don't even know what part it cut off, but I'm sorry about that. Hopefully we won't have any more technical issues through the rest of the video. I just filled in one brow and I was using the signature brow from KVD Vegan Beauty. I'm in the shade medium brown, and I was just explaining that I haven't had my brows done in a long time, like since well before lockdown. I think it was maybe January the last time I got them done, so they're not really in great shape. There actually is no shape to them, and I was explaining that I had seen my nail technician. She got laminated brows and they looked amazing on her, but she's gorgeous, so they just really looked stunning on her face. But I don't know what they would look like on my face, and I just would love to know if you guys have gotten laminated brows. What do you think of them? Would you recommend? What do you think of that style? Are you into it? I just would like to hear your feedback on it. I haven't had anything done with my brows ever. I never got them like tattooed when that was like a big trend. I never had them microbladed or nothing. I never had anything done with my brows, so I just kind of leave them natural. And I would love to know like what you guys think of the lamination trend. Like, is it a good trend? I don't know. Do you like it? So the only product I have on my skin at the moment is my moisturizer. I'm using the Ren moisturizer at the moment. This is the Global Protection Day Cream. I only got sent this recently. I'm really enjoying it. It's quite a nice day cream. It's really light and it doesn't feel heavy or gloopy on the skin. I'm going to apply the Tensational from Catrice all over my face. I'm just going to use that as a primer. I love this so much, you guys know. And Catrice like recently sent me out another bottle of it, which was just amazing. Every time I see it at a stand, I'm like, do I need more of it? And I was like, girl, you have enough backups. Stop it. I have 3 backups of it now. But it is so amazing, and I do find that sometimes it's kind of hard to get hold of. So I love to wear this sometimes on its own, or just fill in my brows and I'll just put this on my skin, and I just think it makes my skin look real radiant. And I might put a little bit of concealer under those dark circles because then nobody got time for that. I'm going to take like my new favourite product at the moment. This is the MAC Studio Fix Concealer and Correct Palette. I have the shade medium, and it also has a mid yellow and mid peach at the bottom. I just feel like it is one of the greatest like concealer palettes I've ever used. Take this shade up here and this shade down here. I don't actually know what colours they are. NC35 and NC30, yes. So I just use this on a flat brush. The one I'm using here is the Rebel Una or 07. And I usually use my Sigma one, but I have like 2 makeup bags at the moment. If you've seen that in the vlog, you would know. One is over in my boyfriend's house and one is in my home house because I just don't bother bringing makeup to his house. I just leave it there. It's just no point in bringing it back and forth. So that's where my brush is that I usually use. I'm just going to fill in the top part of my brow, just kind of carve around it. Again, you guys have seen me do this a million bazillion times. I don't really need to kind of go into too much more detail about that. So I just feel like that gives my brows a bit of shape because hello, they have no shape. I'm going to go in with the peach one and I'm just going to pop that underneath the lower portion of my brow. And take this Real Technique sponge. I'm just going to blend all that into my skin so that it makes it look like it's part of my skin and that my brows have a bit more definition. So then I go in with foundation. Last little while I've been taking the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I just am really liking the texture of this on my skin, and I just really like how lightweight it is. It's almost just a little bit heavier than a BB cream, way lighter than like my Estee Lauder or like the All Nighter from Urban Decay or something like that. So I just like a light foundation. Now brushes, I need my brush. So what I generally do with this is I'll just take a foundation brush first and just apply it on my skin. You can see from applying that it's just like my skin, only better. It just gives me a bit of coverage without looking too heavy or cakey or anything like that on my skin. And I feel since lockdown and stuff like that, my skin care routine, I've been trying to like up it a bit more. So I've been like looking after my skin a lot more and trying to find skincare products that work for me, because I just feel like I said, during lockdown and stuff, I wasn't really wearing makeup that much, but I was definitely trying to take care of my skin and make it look its best. So I was trying to get into skincare, research skincare products for myself, because I just felt like I haven't a clue when it comes to skincare. I really don't. I struggle trying to figure out what to put on my skin, and I usually end up putting like a concoction of stuff. And even in the last year, like I had my skincare routine down really well, but then I was like kind of over it and trying different products, and like at the moment I'm using those Ren products and I'm really liking them. Apply this all over my face and then just take a beauty blender to melt it into my skin even more, and I just feel like it gives a real natural effect to my skin. And then anywhere that I have like blemishes or a spot or anything, I will go over with just a little bit more coverage. So before I apply some concealer, I'm going to go in with some cream bronzer. The one that I've been taking at the moment is this matte base concealer kit from Revolution in shade 9 to 12, and they have this cream concealer in it that is dark enough for me to contour with. And I really like this little palette because it's really compact as well. You can also use the shade, which I sometimes do use, from the MAC palette as well, because it's a foundation and it's a little bit darker, but I'm just using this one at the moment. So I just take it on this little Jaclyn Hill JH10 brush, and just allows me to kind of get precision. I don't want my contour too dark, but I just want it to obviously show up a little bit. And I just feel like this is really great because it can get right into the palette and you can just add a little bit of contour with it. And I'm much more into cream products at the moment. I just feel like they look so natural on my skin, and they just make my skin look fresh, and they don't add too much heaviness and powderiness to the skin either. I just put a bit on the bottom lip as well. And then I just take my sponge and I just blend that into my skin, and it just should melt into the skin. That palette is great. I really like it, and like I said, it's real compact too. And I didn't think that the MAC one either, that I could contour with it, I didn't think it'd be dark enough, but it was actually the perfect shade. So like I said, I either switch between that Makeup Revolution one or the MAC one, and I'm pretty happy out with both of them, to be honest. And sometimes I do a little bit of it down my nose as well, on either side, and just on the tip. And then I will go in with concealer. Now the concealer I've been using at the moment is pretty heavy duty. It's not like a lightweight concealer. It's, like I said, a bit more heavy duty, but it is just what I've been loving. And it is the KVD Vegan Beauty Lock-It Concealer. The one that I use is in M19 Cool, and it kind of has like a peach undertone to it, so it cancels out any dark circles. And I do suffer with dark circles quite a lot. Oh my god, the rain is really coming down outside. I can just hear it pouring. So I'm just apply a little bit of it underneath my eyes. The one thing I will say about this concealer, it's pretty, like I said, heavy duty, but don't apply too much. Like I've nearly applied too much under one eye, because I do find that for some reason it can crease a little bit on me just because it is so full coverage. So just use a very light hand with it. You don't need that much, and it covers up loads, so a thin layer of it. So I think that's kind of why I like it as well, because I don't need to use that much, and a thin layer of it covers up everything I need, and it still makes my under eye area look fresh and not like too heavy. But if I am having like a really full coverage day, which I think I've had like maybe one of those in the last few months, I tend to apply a bit too much, because I think I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm wearing full coverage foundation, I need like more concealer underneath my eye, which you actually don't. So what I'll do is I will set my under eye area first, all over my eye, before I set my face. I take the Revolution rice powder. You guys know I love this so much, and I will just bake a little bit with that underneath my eye, and I will do my eyeshadow because I want to come back to the rest of the face just to set it and stuff. And I just prefer to do my eyes first, leave that to sit for the next 10 years, and I will move on to my eyes. I don't have like a particular eyeshadow palette I've been using. I do really like the Sigma Warm Neutral Volume 2, so I just take the cream shade on that first and just use it to kind of like set my eyelid. This is just kind of like whatever palette I'm feeling I'll pick up. But generally I go between 3 shades, so I take like a light, a medium, and then a dark brown. So whichever palettes have those to hand. The Sultry palette is another one I've been using a lot from ABH. Man Eater palette from Tarte is another one that I've been using, or sometimes I'll just use Inglot shadow. So I'm not really too picky with my eyeshadow at the moment because it's so basic, guys. So basic. So in this one I'll take Toasty and I'll just apply that through my crease. Just very lightly. I don't want like too crazy of colour and not too much saturation through the crease. Then I generally take the next deeper shade, which in this one is Henna, and I like go in with the lightest hand ever with it, and I'll just apply that to the outer corner of my eye. I usually leave the lid kind of blank, as in I don't put anything on it. I'm sorry I'm not zooming in for you guys because this is so basic, like it's absolutely nothing. It's just like 3 shades and that's it. So I'll just swirl it on the outside corner of my eye. Gives me a little bit of depth out there. I go back in with that original colour just to blend it out and make sure it kind of like fades on the eye. And then I will take a flat brush like this, so you can see like it's very, hang on, I don't know if you can actually see that from that far away, but it looks like that. This is a really flat skinny brush. I'll go in with the darkest shade that I use, the darkest brown. By the way, this is a JH43 brush. And then what I usually just do with it is I will create like a little wing. What you usually do with eyeliner, I'm just doing it with powder. Just run it along my whole lash. And then I bring it into the inner corner into like a little tip. And that is basically all I do with my eye look. It's so basic. It's like 3 steps. Just brown through the crease, deepening out the outer corner, and then a powdered wing. That's it, like nothing to it. Because I applied the powder to my lower lashes, my lower lash line is kind of set, so I'm just going to go in and take Toasty again on a big fluffy brush. Well, actually, do you know what? That's a bit too big. Let's go in with this one here. So I'm going to take Toasty on an E45 brush from Sigma and just run it along my lower lash line. And then just to blend the lower lash and the kind of wing together, I'm just going to take After Hours, that dark brown again, and I'm just going to run that along my, we'll say, outer, maybe third of my eye. Just kind of match it up. Do you know, I completely forgot to set my brows, so I'm going to take the Ready Set Brow from Benefit. I just have a little mini one here, and I'm just going to apply that through my brows. How could I have forgotten to set them? It's like a sin, that is. Next I'm going to apply some mascara. The mascara that I've been using and loving lately is this Lash Freak one from Urban Decay. Really like this mascara. This makes my little stumpy lashes look amazing. It has the weirdest, strangest wand, but it's just such a good mascara. So just apply that through my lashes. And like I said, it just gives me lashes. I have short lashes and it just really defines them and brings them out. It's a really great mascara, actually. And I actually ended up finding the cream blush. So it's just this one here from Penny's and it's called Hush Blush. And it's just a cream blush. You can just take any cream blush. Or I've actually seen people using lipstick as cream blushes on TikTok. So you could do anything you want, really. To add cream blush. So because my foundation is still wet, I haven't set it, I can just apply that over top. And I do like a lot of blush these days, so just kind of focus it on my apples and just kind of bring it a bit underneath my eyes. And then I'll just take my sponge just to blend it out because it'll look a bit clown-like if I don't. I'm next up going to take the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and I love this just to set my face because I can use it everywhere. Like you can use it over the blush, over the bronzer, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I know this seems like an awful lot of steps for day-to-day makeup, but to be honest, this is like my going out makeup, or like if I'm going for dinner or anything like that now, because I don't know, I've kind of gone off like really strong makeup just at the moment, and a lot of heavy makeup, especially eye makeup. I feel like my eye makeup is just a little bit more subtle, even though like it looks like there's a lot of stuff on my eyes, but you kind of seen it's only 3 eyeshadows. Next up, we will kind of bring out my contour a little bit more. So I usually go back in with a little bronzing brush, and the one that I've been using at the moment is from Bare Minerals. They sent me out the Seamless Shaping and Finishing brush, and I love this. It's such a good bronzing brush. So I just take this bronzing brush, and I'm just taking the Hoola Caramel bronzer, just the one I've been going to, and I'll just kind of go over where I cream bronze just to kind of bring it back out again. I just use a little bit. I know this seems like a lot of steps, but honestly I have it down to a T now. It's a really quick process, and it doesn't take long to do my makeup at all. I'm out the door in like, I'd say this takes me roughly around half an hour. It might seem like a long time, but the way I used to do makeup, I could be there for hours doing makeup. I really like this technique because it's just more minimal and everyday like. The other bronzer I've been using a lot is MAC Give Me Sun as well. I adore that. So not always, but sometimes I'll go back in with blush. The one I've been using is KVD Vegan Beauty in Foxglove, and I'll just take that on a little stippling brush, obviously a dry one, but I just kind of reapply the blush if I feel like I've lost it. I know, again, it's probably an awful lot of steps, but you do you, boo. I need to do a lip. Favorite lip liner ever. This is the KVD Vegan Beauty in Bow and Arrow. I love this. It's a really natural lip. Just like my lips, only better. This mirror is filthy. The shape of my lips. Finally, I'm going to take my all-time favorite lipstick. Well, it's my favorite lipstick this summer. I feel like the formula of these lipsticks is by far the best that I've tried in the longest time. They are from Bare Minerals, and this shade is in Insight, and they're the mineralized hydrating smoothing lipsticks. The formula lasts for ages on your lips. Like normally these creamy lipsticks would be like wearing off. I absolutely love them. Love them. So I just apply that because it's a really natural shade. And they come in tons of different colours. This is just the one that I've been loving lately. It's like a peachy nudie kind of shade. It's just so pretty, and they're really hydrating. You could literally be wearing the most minimal makeup ever and then put this on, and it just makes your lips just look fabulous. I love it. So normally I wouldn't wear lashes, like I just kind of be done here at this stage, but if I was to wear lashes, the ones I wear are the 3D Vixens, so I'm just going to pop them on. They are just really easy to apply, and I may as well just finish off the look with that because I think I want to be a bit dramatic today. But normally other lashes that I would try would be, or wear, would be these kind of like more natural lashes. These again are from Penny's. These are just called the natural GWA lashes, and I really like them as well. Or there's ones from Catrice that I like too. Depends on the day that it's in it, but I'm gonna go with the 3D Vixen. Sure, why not? So you can definitely see with those lashes on, it makes the look a little bit more dramatic. I think that's like peeling on the inside. It's just not sitting down right. That is my everyday makeup look. And obviously when I say everyday, like this is probably a lot of makeup for some people, maybe like not too much for other people. It's just what I've been wearing every day and just what I've been really enjoying. If you did enjoy today's video, I would love you guys to thumbs it up. Please send me any more recommendations of beauty videos you would like to see. I have an itchy eyebrow, because I will try and film them for you guys coming up. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first like kind of beauty video back. I have a few old pre-filmed ones that I will try and get up as well. I'm really glad to be back filming beauty videos. I've missed doing these so much. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Love you. Mwah.